Uno Mixed is presented to you by Docomo Pacific, Better Together, and Pepsi, That's What I Like.
Hafa day, everyone, and welcome to this month's edition of Uno Mix.
I'm Hannah Devonzo.
Guahusia Isaiah Uggan, also known as Izzy, and thank you for joining us.
Now, there's a lot of exciting things coming up on the show.
That's right, Hannah. You worked out with Guam's Strongest Woman 2 years in a row, actually, right?
And together we learned how to play badminton.
Take a look.
There's a new gym in town, well, specifically for badminton, which is a sport played using rackets to hit a shuttlecock across a net. Rui Wang, also known as Ray, is the head coach and owner of Guam Badminton Sports Center. It's a sport I've never played or heard of before, and something that constantly came across my social media pages. Thanks to his awesome marketing team for boosting his posts, I was enticed to learn the sport. According to Ray, this is Guam's first privately owned center geared towards badminton, which was first added into the National Olympics in 1992. He says it's becoming popular across the globe, especially in Asia, India, and now the US. The center opened on Guam about 3 months ago after moving to the island from California 9 months prior. Ray says the gym is getting a lot of traction.
We're getting a lot of attention in badminton here on Guam. We have about 300 and 400 players every week. So every day from 5 to 10, packed with people playing badminton, so we're very happy.
Ray said that he opened this center to offer a new activity to the island community of Guam. Hannah Devonzo and I learned the ropes of badminton with coach Ian Gil Piencinavas from the Philippines. He works with Badminton Asia, and while here in Guam, he's giving national players and coaches of Badminton Oceania a workshop in preparation for the Pacific Mini Games.
Badminton is becoming really popular globally. It's an easy sport to start with. It's fun, and most of the shots, it's like throwing. So you could imagine yourself when you're a kid, how you throw. It's exactly the same. So, but we just have to, learn how to hold the racket, which is one way how your hand is also comfortable holding the racket, where you're going to hit in front of you, or you're going to hit into the side of you or behind you, so something like that.
The first part of the lesson was learning how to hold the racket.
Basically, how we hold the racket is just like by shaking hands. We call this the basic grip. Yeah, there you go. So if you notice also, there's like the V formation of your hand. Yeah, there you go. All right. Yeah, this is in this way. This is normally how when this is the grip we use when we hit the racket on this side. This is the forehand side. And we use this grip also, this is what we call the thumb grip, when we hit shots on the backhand area. All right, so we can do basic grip on this side and then thumb grip on this side. Okay. There you go. All right.
Then we proceeded with a throwing and catching drill.
We were going to learn how to do overhead shots, okay? So basically just simple as like throwing up like that and catch it. All right, can you do that? So what you do is you're going to go sideways, something like this. Yeah. To give you more power. So yeah, you're gonna rotate your trunk, something like that. All right, here you go. Nicely done. All right, there you go. I think you're ready. How we hit the shot. Okay, this is what we call the overhead shot, okay? Starting from this position, you go in a sideways stance, holding the racket using the V grip or the thumb grip. Yeah. So elbows and you. So what you do is you're going to hit exactly the same how you're throwing. All right? Oh. Yeah. All right? So something like that. Okay? All right. Can I have this? So we try that. Okay, so I'm going to throw first, one by one. All right, ready? Okay. Hit. There you go. Don't worry about it. There you go. There you go. And it would help you if you bring this is what we call your free arm, okay? If you bring this one up, yeah, to balance yourself when you're hitting. Oh. Okay, you kind of like bring it up to side. All right, okay, go. There you go. Ready? Okay. All right. All right. Swing as hard as you can. Go. There you go. Nicely done. Go. There you go. There you go.
It's now Hannah's turn.
You use your free arm to have your balance, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay, here you go. Yeah, ready? Go. Hit high. Okay, yeah. Just swing away. Just swing away. Okay. Hit. Good. It's okay, go ahead. Don't worry about it. All right, one more. There you go. Yeah, keep hitting. All right. Okay, ready?
But you should be so good at this.
All right. Okay, ready? Go. Hit.
Back to me.
Ready? Nice. Oh, we have a natural here. Go. All right, it's okay. All right, no problem. Oh. Okay. One more time. There you go. Oh. Let's try. Oh, sorry. Okay. There you go.
After a few minutes of practicing, Hannah and I proceeded to have our own little match.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Oh, now you're using your left arm. Yeah. It was out? Yeah, it was out. It was out. There you go. That's out. Yeah. That's 2-0. Now, yeah, even number, serve on the right. That's, yeah. Wrong side, so that's a service over. Yeah. So one will be on the left side. That's it. Go for it. Outside. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you won.
Hannah and I finished our rally, and it's no shock she won, as she has previously beat me in windsurfing. Coach Ian and Rui gave us a progress report.
So obviously Hannah and I did a little kind of scrimmage. How did we do?
You're doing great, you know, especially if like, you know, this is like your first time, so yeah. I think you did well.
Who were you bets on? Did you think Izzy was going to win or me?
Nah, I have no idea who's going to win actually. But at the start, I thought, you know, he's going to win, but
I'll
yeah.
say that too. Well, in the beginning, and then I close this out.
How can Hannah and I improve?
Maybe do more of the physical training, like you need to run also, you have to move, you have to condition your legs, you have to get your core, strengthened, and then learn most of the shots on that. Yeah.
And also just play more, increase your ability, the eye-hand coordination, and then your flexibility, and then power as well. Just as the more you play, and maybe a lot of players, they never played before, but now they're getting into badminton. They play 2 times, 3 times a week, and then over time when they play more, they get better.
To book a lesson and for more information, call the Badminton Sports Center at 671-797-9348 and follow them on Facebook at Guam Badminton Sports Center and Instagram at Badminton Guam.
It was a good game. I kind of expected I would win, but nonetheless, it was a super good workout and a lot of fun. What did you think?
I had a lot of fun. For such a lightweight, my arms were sore midday, but I would totally do it again. So, you know, moving on.
We have more exciting things coming up. You're watching Uno Mix.
Uno Mixed is presented to you by Docomo Pacific, Better Together, and Pepsi, That's What I Like. Uno Mixed is presented to you by Docomo Pacific, Better Together, and Pepsi, That's What I Like.
Welcome back to Uno Mix.
Now it's time to jump to another exciting Uno Mix shoot I did with the strongest woman in Guam, Brittany Peretta. Now she won the title in 2021. Izzy was supposed to do it with me, but apparently didn't wake up on time, so I got double the workout.
Let's roll the clips.
Today I'm getting a workout in with the strongest woman in Guam at Fedosian Training Center. Yes, you heard that right, Brittany Peretta won the title in 2021. She can squat 450 pounds, deadlift 480 pounds, and can push press 210 pounds. She tells me weightlifting is all about technique and form.
Your feet should be right underneath your shoulders, and then your toes pointed out slightly, so you like point them out slightly away from you, and your knees should honestly go in the direction of where your toes are pointed. So when you squat, a lot of people realize they think it's just like go down and do your legs, but to be honest, when you do your squats, it's like, okay, there's a lot of things to think of. Is the bar sitting right on my my back, nice and secure? And then the next thing, okay, chest up, core tight. So I always say breathe in before you squat. So you just take a breath in, and now I'll tighten up the core. And then your back should be tight. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And then when you squat, just hinge down, and then.
And then it was my turn to try it out.
All about the setup, remember? Yeah. Back tight and your core activated, chest up. Okay? Don't rush. Make sure it's good. Okay, set up. Breathe. Easy.
We also tried front squats, which I've never even heard of until today.
So you wanna do your thing. Make sure your grip is good. Now we're gonna see if you have the mobility to do this. Don't be, like surprised if you can't. But because I even did, I used to do it like this. I can't. But basically, you're gonna make sure your grip is good. You're gonna get up to the bar, hold it right there, and bring your elbows forward. So be resting on your hand. Stand up. And it'll sit right where the collar and right on the top of your shoulder. Up. And then again, chest up, core tight, squat. Okay? And then the other way you can do it is people will go here to keep it secure, because sometimes they don't have the mobility to hold it on their hand. You just, okay? Okay. So let's see what you can do.
Yeah. Okay, so
it was
try
like
the
grip.
This, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then just
Get underneath it.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're not, there we go.
Like that?
Yeah. But so you're not having that mobility because you're holding it up basically with your wrist.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to
do the other way. Okay, let's try that.
Yeah, re-rack it. Okay. So the way to get underneath it is put yourself underneath like you're gonna rock it.
Oh, like okay.
And then what you're gonna do is bring your arms forward and do a cross.
Like this?
Yeah. Hold it to there you go. Yep.
So I have to balance it on my shoulders?
Just make it rest, and your arms are gonna hold.
Okay.
Hold it in place. There you go.
Seems
but keep this up. So when you squat, you gotta keep this up as you go down.
Okay. Seems.
Hold on. Okay. Step back. Find your feet. Chest up. There. Let it go a little lower. I got you. There you go. Good. Nice. Breathe in. Nice. Shift your leg in your corner.
To put things into perspective of just how strong she is, This is Brittany easily lifting 110 pounds. And here's me trying it. And at this point, I'm exhausted and sweating like crazy, so we decided to decrease the weight and work on form instead.
Shoulders rolled back. There you go. So you want that.
Okay, let's do it again. Gotcha.
It's
so out of shape. Okay.
But
Back tight.
yeah. So sit down lower.
Okay.
Okay. So shoulders back. Okay. There you go. And then push the ground with your feet.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, that is like such a workout.
Yeah. Okay. But don't rush into it. Make sure your feet's planted in the ground because you're pushing the ground with your feet. There you go.
And that was my workout with the strongest woman on Guam, Brittany Peretta. For those interested in weightlifting, they can stop by and inquire with Coach Edgar Molinos at Fedoshan Training Center.
This was my first time weightlifting, and I actually want to get more into it after doing this segment. Thanks Fedoshan Center for letting me stop by to learn the art of weightlifting.
Pepsi Pulse after the break.
Uno Mixed is presented to you by Docomo Pacific, Better Together, and Pepsi, That's What I Like.
It's time for your Pepsi Pulse.
Welcome back to the show.
It's now time to jump into our segment that features up-and-coming local talent, whether it be TikTok, singing, rapping, and even dancing. Here's this month's Pepsi Pulse. Check it out.
23-year-old Joshua Villagomez, also known as Joshy V, is a content creator on TikTok and hopes viewers will build their self-esteem.
I hope that they gain a little bit of faith. I hope they gain a little bit of confidence. I hope that they gain a little bit of love. I hope that, one day.
Joshy was born in Saipan and raised in the U.S. mainland since he was just 4. It wasn't until recently he decided to move back to the Marianas. Despite living miles away from his roots for years, he showcases his culture through his vlogs on TikTok, which averages over 600 likes per post.
So, really, I feel that, cooking for someone or sharing food is a love language. So I emphasize that on my page. So I'm basically posting what I'm having for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I'm basically, feeding the hungry eyes. I like to say I'm feeding the hungry eyes. And I feel like it's the simplest things of just being like, oh, here's what I'm having. Like, maybe you should have this for your next meal. Or it's the best idea to just be like, oh my God, I want to try it like that. And you're basically seeing everyone else being like, what in the world is that? Like, it's always interesting. And I always try to target it in Chamorro cuisine with a little bit of American influence and personality, of course.
He shared what made him jump into creating content and sharing his life story with nearly 30,000 followers.
So basically, like everyone else, likewise, it was the start of the COVID-19 lockdown pandemic. Everyone is going haywire, and honestly, true, I was the type of person that's like, no way, I would never want to try it out, but once I got my groove going and my niche, I was like, wow, this is fun, this is exciting. Basically just sharing my personal life with everyone. I've always been an open book, so me sharing on social media is not very out of the blue for me.
Joshy has almost 650,000 likes on TikTok, which comes from his locally produced videos displaying the Chamorro culture and his experiences in life on a daily basis. Though it can appear to be easy, there are some challenges of putting his life out there.
A lot of people don't know the personal lives of people that are very public. So obviously I go through my own struggles, and I can't, we'll go through life differently. Everyone goes through life differently. So even if I'm struggling in my emotional being or my physical being or my insecurities, I still continue to put content out because if it's not helping someone else, it's definitely gonna help me. And vice versa. What my struggles may be someone's strengths, and I can learn from their strengths and my struggles are theirs, you know, as well.
Joshi does have some projects underway and hopes to connect with all walks of life.
Stay tuned, because I want to do a Colors of the CNMI kind of event, host an event in regards to Pride. Pride's coming up, so the Colors of the CNMI is basically going to be like an event where I'm still trying to get everything together, where it's very inclusive. You know, the islands were full of Chukis, Marshallese, Yapis, Filipinos. Like, I want it to be all the colors of the Marianas. So, and also being very Pride-based and hosting events for, you know, the youth and the elders as well.
You can follow Joshi on TikTok at Josh_V98.
Hannah, I enjoyed talking with him.
And we wrap up the show after the break.
Keep it here to Uno Mix.
Uno Mixed is presented to you by Docomo Pacific, Better Together, and Pepsi, That's What I Like.
Welcome back to Uno Mixed.
Before we wrap up the show, here is this month's Sunday Vibes.
Let's get into it. And it's now time to close out the show. Thank you guys for watching.
We hope you enjoyed this month's episode of Uno Mix.
I'm Hannah Devonzo.
Wahusi Isaiah, again, also known as Izzy. Be safe, Marianas. Adios.